Hello, uh, friends. In the human development, chemistry has played very important role. It is part of human life. And when we say chemistry, it is study of matter. Matter means all those things which we see, which we feel, that including matter. So study of matter is called as chemistry. And when we think about matter, there are different acid compound, base compounds, means alkali compounds, and other neutral compounds are also there. The whole universe is made up of different chemical elements and their compound. Okay, so chemistry is very essential. And when we think about the progress of this chemistry or chemical science, men have been preparing different chemicals, different acids, bases, and other compounds also. And when we think about catalyst and what is the role of catalyst, so these catalysts they are very important for various reactions to enhance the speed of the reactions and to get better product with high purity. So catalysts are very important, and with the help of this catalyst, men have been preparing or manufacturing or synthesizing various chemicals. For your syllabus, we have to study the role of catalyst for the manufacture of different chemicals such as sulfuric acid, ammonia, nitric acid, chlorine, saturated esters means vanaspati ghee, graphite, hydrogen, sulfur, and petroleum oils. So these are the various chemicals which are meant for your syllabus to study. The role of catalyst for the manufacturing of these chemicals. Okay. So first of all, we will see about the manufacturing of sulfuric acid. So here, during the production of or manufacture of sulfuric acid, various stages are there, and one of the very important stages is that sulfur dioxide converts into sulfur trioxide. So here sulfur dioxide in presence of oxygen converts into SO3, that is sulfur trioxide. And for this important step or for this conversion, catalyst required is vanadium pentoxide. So in the presence of vanadium pentoxide, efficient conversion is achieved, and this sulfur trioxide further converts into sulfuric acid. So when we think production of sulfuric acid, we have to use vanadium pentoxide as a catalyst for conversion of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide step. Next example use of catalyst, that is production or manufacture of ammonia NH3, and already I have told you that this ammonia is very important chemical for production of other fertilizers which are used for development of agriculture. Okay, so this ammonia is obtained with the help of nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas. So N2 plus thrice H2, it converts into twice NH3, that means ammonia is produced by combination of these two gases. But for this conversion, iron is used as a catalyst, and to promote this iron, to activate this iron, to enhance the activity of iron, molybdenum in small quantity is also mixed. So iron plus molybdenum, this is the combination for conversion of hydrogen plus nitrogen into ammonia. Okay, so here molybdenum is a promoter, activator. It promotes the action of iron catalyst. Next example, that is production of chlorine. Okay, from this hydrogen chloride. So hydrogen chloride is reacted with oxygen. This HCl undergoes oxidation and chlorine is obtained plus twice H2O. Okay, so for this chlorine, catalyst used is cupric chloride, CuCl2. This cupric chloride is used as a catalyst. Okay. Now for the production of vanaspati ghee, or we can call it as a dalda, What happens during this conversion? Unsaturated oil means liquid oils, they convert into solid material, solid oil. So liquid oil means it contains unsaturated esters. So ester molecules are present in liquid oil, and when in presence of nickel catalyst, this unsaturated oil converts into undergoes hydrogenation to convert into saturated esters. So nickel is used as a catalyst for conversion of unsaturated acids or esters, unsaturated esters into saturated esters means vanaspati ghee, solid form. So this is in liquid form and this is in solid form as we see dalda. Next example, that is manufacture of graphite. Graphite means carbon. It is allotrope of carbon, diamond and graphite. So one of the allotropes of carbon is graphite. So this uh, graphite is obtained from the raw material, that is anthracite. So it is obtained from earth crust. So uh, anthracite is treated with silicon dioxide or silica, SiO2. It converts into SiC, and this silicon carbide converts after heating into carbon. So this carbon is obtained from this anthracite. In the presence of this SiC here, uh, first step product acts as a catalyst, SiC, and spontaneously it converts into carbon. So in this way we can obtain graphite from this anthracite raw material. Further examples we have to see. Here, first reaction I have written, that is Bosch process reaction. Here, hydrogen is obtained from water gas, and water gas is the combination of carbon monoxide plus H2O. Okay, so from this water gas, in presence of Fe2O3, that is ferric oxide, and chromium oxide, this combination is used for conversion of carbon monoxide into carbon dioxide plus H2, that is hydrogen gas, is generated or it is manufactured. Here also this Fe2O3 means ferric oxide acts as a catalyst, and CRO, that is chromium oxide, acts as a promoter. It acts as a activator. Okay. So in presence of CRO, Fe2O3 acts as a efficient catalyst. So here catalyst is there for production of hydrogen gas. Next example, that is sulfur manufacture or manufacture of sulfur from hydrogen sulfide gas. In various chemical industries, there is evolution or there is generation of hydrogen sulfide gas. From this hydrogen sulfide we can obtain sulfur in pure form. For this process, hydrogen sulfide gas is oxidized in presence of bauxite. So bauxite is acting as a catalyst for this first step, and by this reaction SO2, sulfur dioxide, is obtained, and this sulfur dioxide produced in first step is again treated with carbon monoxide, and for this reaction Fe3O4, hydroxyferric oxide, is used as a catalyst, or second catalyst we can use, that is Al2O3, aluminum oxide. Okay, so this SO2 converts into pure sulfur. So this sulfur material is obtained by this process. Okay, here also bauxite and Fe3O4 or Al2O3, they are used as a catalyst. Next example, that is production or it is manufacture of petroleum oil. Actually it is not manufacturing, some manufacturing processes are involved, because from the petroleum raw material we can obtain petroleum oils. Okay, so from the raw material we are getting these different kinds of oils. So petroleum oil, or it is also called as mixture of hydrocarbons, because petroleum oil, these are chemical compounds which are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, etc. Okay, so mainly carbon and hydrogen atoms are present, that's why they are called as hydrocarbons. Okay, And this method was developed by a German scientist whose name is Bergius. Okay, Bergius is the name of German scientist who developed this process for getting petroleum oils from the raw material. What is done here? Bituminous coal. So coal is taken. So this bituminous coal is mixed with 40% tar material. So this combination is converted into paste. So it is brought into paste condition, and then hydrogen gas is bubbled through this mixture, or it is passed. Hydrogen gas is passed into this paste mixture at 200 atmospheric pressure condition and 723 Kelvin temperature condition. So at high temperature and high pressure, this hydrogen gas is mixed with this combination, and here catalyst used is hydrated iron oxide. So you have to remember this hydrated iron oxide as a catalyst. So after this reaction, we are getting products such as petrol, middle oil as well as heavy oil. So you are familiar with petrol, kerosene, diesel, engine oil, heavy oil, etc., etc. So these different products are obtained from this bituminous coal material and tar material. And for this uh, result, or for this product formation, we use hydrated iron oxide. So different catalyst I have discussed for different reactions. As already I have told you that catalysts are very specific. For specific reactions, specific catalyst must be used. Other catalyst will not work for that particular reaction. And this is how different catalysts are used for different reactions to obtain different products, right? And that's why catalysts are very important as far as chemical industries, chemical production is concerned. And they have enriched chemical processes, because with the help of this catalyst we can obtain product in pure form with better efficiency. That means this process, use of catalyst process is economic, financially it is also beneficial to humankind, and that's why catalysts are very important. And you have to study different catalysts in detail when you will get textbooks or lecture notes also, or text notes. Okay, thank you.